Okay, so first of all, how many of us or children, young children, you know that when you want to relax them, you move them on a continuous movement? Yeah. Okay. So there is something in, I don't know how to explain it, but there is something in our brain that a continuous rocking movement do create relaxation. And we can use this property to help people to relax. When someone is quite stiff, more likely than not, do they know that they're stiff, or they feel just an ache?
Ache.
Who knows? There are some people who feel that they're stiff, and some people who don't feel. They awareness coming from their body somehow stopped. And it's quite sad, because you want, there is in any problem that we have in our body, there should be what called feedback. So we want to receive feedback from our body about tension and about a position. Is this position healthy or not? But some of your clients' patients, they will get so long without listening to what the body tells them, that at the end they would lose this ability to listen and to understand what happened. So you need sometimes to help them in finding the link. And some of my clients would come and say, oh, I didn't see them for 3 weeks, and will say, oh, I have the tension back. And instead of saying, oh my God, you know what, I'm going to deal with it again, and they probably feel not good, then I ask them, how was it after the treatment? Great. For how long? For a week. And then what happened? And then they kind of saying, okay, when I sat or do things, I started feeling the tension and the pain come back. I said, great. You need to now, what you need to do is really to listen to your body and see which position does, or how long before, when you're sitting or doing the things that causing the pain, how long when it started. And you need to be aware of it, and that's the time for you to move and do something else. So instead of making it as a failure, I tried them to then listen to their body, to teach their body, to tell them, knock, knock, John, I'm here, look after me, I'm your muscles in your back, and when you're sitting for 2 hours, that's what happens, so you need to take a break. That kind of communication lost. And one way to do it is through this technique, rocking oscillation. Okay, so let's take an area, and let's say someone come with a very stiff hip, or the whole muscle is quite tight, or as we said, there is contraindication to working directly on that. So what you want to do is to create a movement that continues. Okay? So you start building this way, and increasing it. Okay? So that would be a rotation rocking. Okay? Okay? You can then do it with 2 legs. And then even add the hip a little bit. So it's, if she would be quite stiff for one reason or another, she would not allow me to do it. It would be a big fight to actually try to do that movement. Taking it from the hands, how many of, well, we didn't do joint mobilization yet, but sometimes when I do joint mobilization, I have a client that I see, okay, they're just helping. They do the movement for me. Yeah? So what I can do, let's say stiffen your hands, I kind of let them go, and I move to the other side, And then suddenly feeling something awkward happened. And they feeling something awkward happened, that's good because suddenly they understand that their sensory they have from something is not working. And it's the first time that they look at their hand like, why is my hand up? How come I didn't feel it to be so stiff, yeah? So that's what I'm talking about when I say people who inherently cannot relax, yeah? So with these people, you can do something like that. How does it differ from the vibration? Vibration is a lot quicker, yeah? And a lot smaller. This one is a lot slower, but bigger. Okay? So you can do that, or you can do this, or even you can just allow it to drop. Yeah? Right? Now, how much she allowed to drop, it's actually her confidence that she will be fine. A lot of people are really afraid, and that tells you about the pattern of trusting their body. They live in a world that they cannot just let go. They just can't let go fully. They're always on guard, always something happen. It's very tiring for a muscle. So if you get into this position, that's good. And it might take a few goes really to teach. And it's definitely a teaching, it's a lesson for them to really letting go. Yeah? Or within the leg, for example. You know? To really drop it. Yeah? So other than what I taught, again, you can do that, but now in a not so quick. That would be vibration. Oscillation would be this way. And that's a fantastic way to work on the neck, by the way. If you put a nice cushions and someone is stiff at the neck, can you stiffen the muscles in your neck? Okay? And then let go. Do you see what happened to, you see the difference? Yeah? So before that, stiffen it. Her nose did not move much because she was stiffening it. Now, when she allow it to move, the head really nice go as a flexion extension. Yeah? You can do that with the hip this way. So changing or doing it one side. Yeah? Okay, quadratus group. To which muscle this stretch is really nice to?
Quadratus.
Quadratus. Do you know why? Do you know where is quadratus muscle? So it's in between the lower ribs and the hip. So if you take and stretch this leg, you're stretching the whole side and you're stretching that muscle as well. Yeah? And then you oscillate it in this position. So it's really, there is a lot of more listening and education than kind of doing things. And yeah, I want you to be aware that there is this approach within massage. It's not only going and working, there is an education part, and also the failure to relax should bring also an insight for the client. It's not just I can't relax, but I cannot let go. They need to understand that they cannot let go. And oscillation movement is a good technique to explain, to show them that they cannot let go. Yeah? Should we do it onto, you can do it even onto the ribs. Yeah? Someone who comes and very stiff asthmatic or bronchitis, like our morning patients. Yeah? So you can work this way. You can even take the hand here and work on the ribs on the side. Ask them maybe to breathe in and then breathe out all the way and breathe in and then make a shh sound. Yeah? So really relaxing the ribs on the side, yeah? After doing the respiratory system, we'll do more of this technique. Kind of come and turn onto your back, on your front facing down. So on the back, pretty much the same thing. So you can start by having the usual massage, you know, you try with effleurage, you try with compression and that. And if you see that is really not happening, you can sing the lullaby song, yeah? You can just let it go and see how much resistance there is there. And look at the inherited movement. Stiffen that area. If I do that and the hip does not move, what does it tell you about?
Tightness.
There is tightness in the lower back, yeah? So how about then do it from here?
It's going to talk about the lower limbs.
Sorry?
You're going to tell us about the lower limbs.
I don't...
No.
Oh, yes, I will tell you after about the lower limbs, yeah? So what I'm doing is actually holding both the rectus spinae and then kind of massaging them together with movement. Yeah? Then you can do a bit of stretching. So you're holding, have we done this technique? No?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So what we're doing is we're stretching the lower back. Now you have to be careful because stretching is, you know, not dangerous. But if you start doing oscillation here, I would not do it on people who would have a back pain. I would do it with people who just need a stretch, yeah? So be careful because if you do too much stretch too quickly, what do you think can happen to the muscle?
Goes beyond its range.
Yeah, you take it beyond the comfort zone
Mm.
and it can really rebound and contract.
What about somebody's had hip replacements?
Sorry?
Can you do that with somebody who's had hip replacements?
Here on this, yes.
Hips replacement. Yeah.
This technique, yes.
Yes. Okay.
This, because the hip replacement is on the hip itself,
Yeah.
which is lower. Yeah? So you can do that. Very light oscillation. Okay, coming to the arms, I might do it in this side. Yeah? Other nice techniques. Yeah? So actually there is works with on rotation of the shoulder. Yeah? Very nice rotation of the shoulder. Yeah? You can do that to the whole arm again, just kind of moving it, upper back. So when I do the upper back, my hands are on the spinous processes. Do you remember the spinous processes? These are the bits in the back. So, okay. How about stopping, and then we'll do